I didn't know really what I wanted to do today. I have an idea. So I'm going to build a block that displays meta. That's the whole point of it. It displays any kind of post meta. I'm hoping that I can like get the post meta that's registered and then also get the ACF meta that's registered for a particular post. So that's it. That's kind of what we're going to do today. Hopefully it works. I have done no preparation for this. None. This should be fun. So I have some stuff set up here. My site is using my custom theme that we've built, and we've got a streams post type in here. So my stream post type, if we look inside of themes, switch stream, includes streams post type. We actually are registering a couple of post meta items. We have stream duration and we have stream date. But also I've installed custom fields, created a group, which I've called test group. I'm gonna maybe give this a different name and call it stream meta. Save that. So I've done a little bit of pre-setup, I should say. I haven't done it a lot, but I've done a little bit. So what I've done is I basically just created a custom field label, which I've called custom. Set the settings so it's active and it's shown in the REST API. And so now if it's exposed, if we look at this, so this is the particular a single instance of a post of my Twitch streams. You can't see that very well, but this is the URL that I'm using, which is just the REST endpoint. We can see we've got, where is it? Where'd it go? Hello, we've got an ACF field down here. Zoom in. We have an ACF field here, and then we've got our other meta somewhere right here. So this is the meta that I've registered, and this is some ACF meta. So the idea here is we'll have a block that allows us to display either one of these. So let's get started with building this thing. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to build this. I'm going to build this as a plugin because I think I might actually try to maybe release this thing. I use the create block package, which is my favorite package. npm at WordPress create block, and the name is going to be, I'm going to call it display meta. And I'm going to do a variant, and we're going to give it the variant of dynamic. So I want this to be a dynamic block. It's going to be called display meta, and that's its job. So we're going to run this. And if you're not familiar, yes, I want to proceed. If you're not familiar with the create block package, highly recommend checking it out. It's wicked awesome. Does really cool things. The variant is relatively new. So this is going to generate a dynamic block for us as opposed to a static block, which is what it would have generated for you kind of, pre the last version, I think, which was 4.0. So that's going to take a minute or two to kind of scaffold out. So here we are. We have a little plugin here. So maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more. And you can see where it's loading our source. We got a package.json. What we got in here? And here we get template, which is what we want. And it's just doing the initial scripts installation and the build. So formatting JavaScript, compiling block. We should have a build directory show up in there at some point. There we go. So we're good to go here. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to CD in. Oops, sorry. Get out of here. I'm going to CD into my new display meta, and I'm just going to go npm run start. So this is just going to get us into it's going to just put it in watch mode. So we're going to be building as we work here, and you can see. So yeah. We're gonna go into my streams, test one. I'm gonna edit this. Okay, so this is what display meta block. Right, get rid of that. We're gonna update this. I'm gonna collapse that. Well, what is this thing? So display. Oh, you know what? It's not working. You know why it's not working? I'll tell you why it's not working. I didn't enable the plugin. Stand by. And where do we call this thing? Display meta. Here we go. Activate. Back to our post. So I'm gonna go display meta. There it is. Okay. So display meta. Hello from the editor. So I'm just gonna save this. So this is just real super basic stuff in here. So we have this is all kind of set up. All right. So I got to put some thought into this. Okay. So we've got our edit state. So our edit state is gonna look like this. So what I want to do is I want to be able to have something over here that basically will allow us to pick the meta that we want to display, right? Right? I think so. Okay. So to do that, we're going to need some InspectorControls. Okay. I'm going to try something here. I just did this new thing. I'm going to go and there we go. All right. So it's less than helpful, but I'm going to steal this, and I'm going to move it up here. So I have a snippets extension that I've been working with. Oh, it's already from block editor. Okay, sorry. That I wrote, and I've been trying to release it, and it's a huge pain in the butt because it's not working for some reason. Like, sorry, the snippets work, but the process to release the extension is giving me all these weird errors that no one is actually explaining to me what's wrong with it. So in our inspector controls now, if I refresh this, we should have something on the right hand side. Why is my logo so stinking slow? What? Hello. Oh, maybe it's because there's nothing in it. There's nothing to see here. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. Refresh. There we go. Okay, so there is our inspector controls. So the first thing I think we're going to need is all right, we're going to need some kind of select input. Probably don't have it. P components. Do I have everything in components? Button control, but no, I don't have one yet. Okay, so I have to do select. So it would be from components. I think it's actually from components. Let's look it up. Let's go to the dev docs. That's the wrong button. And I want to go here. Reference guide. Let me go into the package reference, component reference. I'm sorry. And I think we want to have, there should be like a select control. What starts with an S, so it'll be down here. So select control. And here's an example of it down here. So we're going to get select control from components. Jump over here. Do I have components in here already? I don't think I do. I'm going to do this because I find it really annoying that all of these things exist in here. I like to do this. WordPress dependencies. If I can spell it. Dependencies. There we go. Right, so now all my WordPress dependencies are under one spot. And if I had external dependencies, they'd probably go above it. So anyway, so we have a select control in here. Right, we're going to drop that in. And I'm just going to come in here and grab the example. Come back over here and grab the example. Maybe I'll just do this. And just replace the whole thing. So the value, we don't have this yet. So I'm just going to say balls, whatever. Those are the options. This is the set size. Okay, so we don't have this. I'm going to get rid of this. All right, cool. So what we need to do here is we're going to need to have an attribute that controls we're gonna need an attribute. So let's do an attribute here. So in our block, we're gonna just add an attributes, right? And this is going to be we'll say meta type, I guess, and it'll be a string. And this will so the type will be string, right? And this will store whether it's like internal or it's ACF. Because we'll need that to be able to like rebuild the menu out, I think. So my attributes, so in here I'm gonna have an attributes and set attributes. This is what I need there. Because we have our attribute here, right? And then so the value, I'm gonna destructure this out a bit for the what does I call it? Oh god. Meta type, right? Put it in here, and I want to set the value is going to be meta type, and actually I'm going to give it a default value of standard. Standard is going to represent like registering it without a plugin. Cool. Native. I think native might be better because that's kind of the source. Native? No, native. All right, so that's going to be the value. So in here, the label is going to be, we'll call it native again. So we'll have the option of native, and then we'll actually have the value is going to be native as well. native, oh my sweet lord. And then in here is going to be ACF, and we'll call this ACF. And then this actually will allow, we can extend this out another way. And do set attributes is going to be new source, new type. Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking meta source is a better name. Yeah, I think so. Am I going to give a full list of public ACF fields to select from? My idea is that, yeah, if it's associated with this post, then yeah, it should be there. The post type. That's kind of the idea. I don't know if that's going to work or not. If that's going to actually make sense in the real world here, but we'll just go ahead and try new type. Okay. What? Oh, it's an object. It's an object, Ryan. It's an object. It's an object. All right. So what is this thing giving me? Oh, get lost. Are you saying that because it's a bad idea? Is that what you're telling me? So we got native ACF. Okay, native ACF. You know what else I need in here? Handy dandy panel body. Panel body. And then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go that. Oh, okay. I clearly need to fix some things in here with my snippets. Maybe I don't need that. Okay. So panel body. I'm gonna get basically rid of all this stuff and just give it a name. This is gonna be oops. It's gonna be, what am I gonna call this? I'll call this meta type is what I'm gonna call it. And I should have a text domain in there, which is gonna be here. So I'm gonna add my text domain. Always add your text domain, folks. Let's see what we got in here now. I'm gonna update this. I don't know what. Oh, because I was updating this stuff. Grab this, custom, nope. What? This is what I need. So we got native and we got ACF. Size? What? Where'd that come from? Oh, yeah. This is gonna be meta type. I'm gonna call this something different because this could be more than one thing. This will be meta field settings. Okay, we'll do that. That's what we're gonna do. Cool. So meta field settings. Meta type is gonna be native or ACF. That's awesome. So if I change this to ACF and I update this, I should be able to come back now. Refresh this. Yeah, text domain is like as internationalization. That's exactly what it is. So what I want to do is when this changes, we want to populate another field. I think that's what we're gonna want to do. So let's do that. Okay, so this is our inspector controls. I'm not going to worry about what is displayed yet. So to do this, we're going to need to do a couple of things. So I know that we can get the meta. I know that we can get the meta in a certain way, a certain way by using useEntityProp, which is a hook, which is a very cool hook. So what we need to do, so I need to get some data stuff out of here, right? So okay, so to get the post meta, we can basically just steal this stuff from another thing that I did, right? So in here, but I'm gonna change this because this is kind of like a bad code smell. It's totally fine. I shouldn't say it's a bad code smell, and it's totally fine. But you will see this done differently if you're looking at the way that like Gutenberg does it, and boy is this annoying. Can I just can I fix this? Oh my sweet lord, that's super ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do something here. This is really annoying. Okay. Anyways, so use select. So first of all, we're gonna import a use select that's going to be from WordPress data. All right, that's data. That's the first thing. So that's our use select down here. So what we also need to do is we need to import I think this will work. So import, we're gonna go import store as editor store from at WordPress, and it should just be editor, I believe, right? Core editor. Is that accurate? I think that might be accurate. And then what we do is we replace the string down here with the name of the store. That's what we do, and that should work. I'm gonna just hide this, for example, but right now I'm gonna console.log this because I think that's the name of the store. It's just really the name of the package I have to get right. So, and it's gonna be post type, and it's gonna be post type. Okay, get this going. Open up my console. Do that. No idea why this keeps. I gotta figure that out. Somewhere in my code, I've got something going on from forever ago that did that. So we're gonna just do this. And Twitch stream. Okay, cool. So that tells me it's working. So this tells me that this is the right post type. Cool. So the next part of it, is useEntityProp. And I cannot remember where that comes from. So let's look at where we got it. It came from core data. So I'm gonna import that from core data. So again, I'm going to come up here. I'm just going to drop it in there. Use useEntityProp from core data. Okay, and then I can just do this. And the idea here is that I will have the meta that is built, that has been registered for this post type. Like when I register my post, when I register my custom post, I'm going to call it register rest field or whatever the heck it's called. I can't remember what I called it now. Let's take a look. Well, not what I called it, what the function's called. In post type. So we have a register post meta right there. So when that gets called, this is being, and obviously it needs to be shown rest and all that stuff. So I should be able to see, if I come back over here, I'm just gonna leave that up. No, not the string. So this should spit out meta that is associated with this, and even if it's empty, I think. So let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna refresh. There we go. So we got stream duration and stream date. Okay, so that got us that. So the next thing that we need to figure out. Okay, so this is like native metadata, right? So that's these things. So in here we got ACF metadata, right? So I think we can get it. Like we can get it through an API fetch, right? But is there a better way of doing it? Because what we essentially need to get access to is the post that we're looking at and this ACF field. So we can hit it we can essentially do something like this. Oh, what am I doing? Not that, where am I? Hello. Okay. Is there yeah. So we can essentially do something like this, which I kind of mocked up in the browser a bit, right? So we can go like that. We can get API fetch, and then this should, hard code this, and then we should get posts, and I think ACF. I think I should be able to do this and go ACF. Did I do that? Yeah. So if I clear this, I run this, get rid of the U. Undefined. Interesting. What happens if I just run it right in the browser? Oh, okay, cool. Well, all right. So I need to just do this. Did I call it AFC? I did. ACF. Let's try that again. Oops, spell check, please. That's okay. So there we go. So there's our custom value. Now I want to try something else. So this seems to be going. Right? So now what we want to do, this isn't how I want to handle this. So where is API fetch? This should be in package. There should be a package somewhere for this. Let's go to package reference, API fetch. We just pull it right in from the API fetch. All right. So I should be able to grab this and bring this in here. Now, if there's anyone here that knows more about the JavaScripts than I do, you tell me if there's a better way of doing this. This clearly shouldn't be called like this. We should probably do it like in a use effect based on the thing. Does ACF have their own JS API? I don't know. And the reason I don't know is, well, because I don't know, but also I want to do this outside of ACF. Because what if down the road you wanted to move away from ACF? Your meta is still going to be in play, right? You can pull in meta fields straight into attributes. Not sure if you can do it with ACF. Oh, you block attributes? I think that's been deprecated, actually. But let's look at that. That is a valid thing. Reference guide, block, API, attributes, and there was a way of doing it. Is it meta? Yeah, so meta stored in post set. It is deprecated. You can do that. We want to dive data source meta. Yeah, so it is possible, but like I'm highlighting right here, your value source can be meta, but meta is actually it's been deprecated. So I'd probably stay away with it from it. The other problem is that you have to know the name of the meta field, and so it sucks, but you can get meta other ways, right? Like, does ACF meta not show up in the normal post meta in the API? It doesn't, as far as I can tell. So when I retrieve the post meta that's been registered for this block or for this post type, this is what I get, which is the only two things that I registered, and I have to specifically go into a different area. So this is the post response, right? Question for you: how can I? Yeah, I have registered the REST API in the field. That's already in place. Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff going on here. Let's stop. Okay, so Cryobot, does ACF meta not show up in the thing? And it doesn't show up in the same place. So when I get the post, this is a specific post from the REST API. I've got meta somewhere. Meta stored here, and then I've got ACF stored here, and those are two separate values. So that's the first thing. So that's why we're doing it this way. I would love it if it all came in the same place. That would be fantastic. This question from Terrence is Taylor. Anyway, sorry. Taylor's question was, how can I add custom attributes to blocks via some of the block hooks for existing blocks? I want to use Alpine.js with Gutenberg blocks. You can absolutely do that. There's block filters. If you look for block filters, where are the block filters? Block filters. There's a block hooks, I guess that's what it's called now. Register block type. That's what you're going to want to do. So this is going to be where you can add... yeah, this is the filter that you can use to register new attributes. I'm going to paste it into the chat if my thing will let me here. That is the answer to that. So in here, you just basically register. You can add your own. I've done this. I've done this for a bunch of stuff, to adding an attribute for every block, every registered block. We did a project way back when, and we wanted to have notes. So there was like an editorial process. Someone would create content, then every block. We registered an attribute that was just basically a text area that allowed editors to make notes and comment, and so they could go back and sort of, on each individual block, they'd be able to make comments, and that's how we did it, by registering an attribute with this hook. That's that. Excellent question. Now, what is Corey saying? I should know this, but relying on ACF's normal usage, you usually don't need to do REST API stuff. Are you meaning that there's like what I'm doing is like there's a better way of doing what I'm doing? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Because my intent here in G Porter's comment about like adding it to here. I mean, if you're okay with doing deprecated stuff, that's cool. There's no problem there. but you have to know the name of the meta source, and you won't always know it. And this block is meant to be kind of a block that can work in someone else's install. So for me, attributes is referring to a front end output of the block like data attributes. Is this still the same? Can you give me a use case? Because I think it is. It depends on what you're doing. Like if you have a string that's stored as an attribute and it needs to be displayed on the front end, then yes. But if it's something else, sometimes your attributes, like what I'm doing here is I'm storing an attribute to indicate in my which field type. That won't be displayed on the front end. It won't matter. It'll just display whatever the name of that field is. Oh, sorry. That's not what I want. But that's sort of the thing. I'm not clicking that link right now. Yeah. And yeah, okay. I will click that link in a bit, but let's get back to what we're doing here. Cool. So now, wait, where am I? All right, so I've got this thing. So, all right. So where do we end up here? I got this. So what we want to do is we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay, so basically on change. So I think I need a use effect. So we're going to go import use effect from, that'd be WordPress element, because that's the wrapper for React, or the abstraction for React. And I'm going to put a little use effect up here. I'm going to put it below. So we're going to go use effect in here. And we're going to give it's going to be meta type. So when meta type changes, we want something to happen. Yep, that's where that's where I got this stuff about all this, and was showing me the responses and everything. So thanks for that, Corey. But that's how I figured it's not in the same place. For the rest of us. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, so when this goes, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to need the post type, I think, anyways, aren't we? Just thinking here. So console.log load meta load meta 4, and then this should be meta type. Oops. See what that does. Go back over here. InspectorControls here. Okay. Slow. Okay, so load meta for native, and then load meta for ACF. Load meta for ACF. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Oh, it's re-rendering every time. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we'll go grab the. Can I put a hook inside of a hook? Is this gonna freak out? Is that gonna lose its mind? What's that gonna do? Is that gonna give me grief here? Yep. There's a problem there or something. Post type is not defined. Why is it? Because it's up here, man. That's why. There we go. First error of the day. Error of many. What? Okay. Is this a rule of hooks? Is this a rule of hooks violation? Meta is not defined. Dude, what are you I'm going to pull that out of here. That's what I'm going to do. Because post type, will post type be undefined here? No, it's not defined here. I don't know if I necessarily need that. because maybe what I should be doing is I need another option here, like this, and this will be meta fields, meta field. The value is going to be, okay, I'm going to need another block here. Or another, this is going to be the meta key. All right, that's going to be a string. The type is string. All right. No, I don't think I need to get the, I think you're right. I think I don't need to get the, don't think I need to get post type inside of this. I think what I need to, the thing is, I could just load it. I could just do it all at once, right? Because this is going to be, so this is going to be what? This is native meta. Call this native meta, right? I actually don't even need set meta because I'm not going to set meta here, right? And then the other thing I'm going to need is, what I could do is I could do something like this. I can do const get ACF meta, right? Make that a function. I'll make that an async function. If I can ever type this stupid thing out. Go async. Still not right. There we go. Async. Okay. Right. And then in here I can go const. I keep trying to type the $sign. I think I'm in PHP world. Whatever. Post data equals await. Oh, you know what else I'm going to need is post ID. I think I'm going to need that. I'll get that in a second. But we should just be able to do this. Right? Now, I'm hard coding this value, which is bad news. And then I'm just going to return the post data, right? Const ACF meta equals get ACF meta. Right. And then I'm gonna need to map it at some point too. So let's just console log both of them for now. Log, and we have native meta and I have ACF meta. Okay, so let's stop this, rerun this. Oh my God, you might be 147% right. That's a promise that's not coming back. Let's try this. What if I can just do this? That might be, I never even thought of that. I never even thought of that, Corey. Well, I don't know why you got to be so difficult. My streams, and dropping links and helping people, showing me the right way of doing things. Oh my sweet Lord. That's such a better way of doing it. Thank you. I didn't even think of that. That is so cool. So now we've got both these meta fields. And I don't even think I need this. Do I need that? Do I need that? I don't think I need that. So I'm just gonna get both these things. And then down in here, but you know what I might need? Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? That's for you. And that's also for you. That's fantastic. Okay, so we got this. This has just got way simpler, right? So I don't need that fetch anymore. I don't need any of this. So the only thing we have to do now is probably, what is it returning to me? Is it an array? It's an array of, it's an object. Okay, so I need to, this is an object. So I'm gonna need to map it, right? I'm gonna need to turn it into an array. So, right? Oh, label and value. So what do I do here? I guess I can, this is where I always like, I just want to convert object to array in JavaScript. There's got to be a super simple way of doing it, and I just can never remember how to do it. Object keys, values, and entries. Let's see what object.entries does. Dot entries, right? Is that right? Object dot entry keys. That's no, kind of what I want. I can. I think I'll do entries and then map it and turn it into an object, an array of objects, which is kind of a pain. What the deuce is this? Entries is not a function? Don't you start with me. Oh. But it's probably undefined at the moment, so we have to do that. Okay, so in here, the options, I need to generate the options. So if I just do a function const map meta to select, and it'll take a parameter of meta object, right? And then it'll const. I'm gonna say if no meta object, I'm just gonna return an empty array for now, because it's and then otherwise we're gonna go const I'll just return it. Return meta object dot entries, right? Dot is map. Map. I'll go item like this, right? And I'm gonna go console. Get out of here, console. Come on. Dot log item. You'll notice that this is pretty much how I debug everything in JavaScript is via console.log. Okay, cool. So just for the sake of this, I'm gonna just call this in here, and I'm gonna pass native meta because there's two of those. Where did that go? In here. All right, so let's see what this does. What keeps breaking? ACF entries is not a function on 38. Oh, sorry. Duh. Brian. Okay. Let's try this again. Need more copies. Am I fundamentally using that wrong? Is this an object? What am I doing? Okay. Native meta. Am I just doing this wrong? Meta object, native. No, am I passing? Native meta. What's the type of? Is it just an array already and I'm just being stupid? It's an object. Okay. Is it object.entry? Like, hold on. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, stupid. Sorry, I should be doing this. It's object.entries, and then I pass the meta object into that. That's the problem. Thank God I'm not interviewing for a job today. Whew. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, perfect. Stream date and value. Okay, so the first item is going to be, okay, so we can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return, oh my God, come on, return. This is going to return, I'm going to return an object, and it's going to be item. So I'm going to go key, and I'm going to go value. So if you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, this is array destructuring. So if you've seen object destructuring like this, where you're taking stuff out of the object that's passed, well, because this is actually, it's actually it's an object anyways. Am I doing this wrong? No, because I'm turning it into an entries, it becomes an array. So because I want to do that so I can loop through it. Tuple, that's right. Hello, tuple. So then it's going to be like this. So is that how I do it? I think key, like value, is that? I think that's how. I think that's how I do that. Because I want this to be the value of key, not the actual name of key. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens. See what happens if I broke it. Did I break it? I might have broke it. Inspect. So let's look at the select. Okay, so that's, oh, dumb. This isn't right. So what I need is like this. I need a label. I don't need to do all this magic stuff. I just need to say label, and it's going to be the value of key. And then I need value, and it's going to be this will be the meta value. Do that. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. This will provide this as the key and the value of it as the actual value, if that makes sense. So that should give me what I'm looking for there. Click that. Come on now. Click that. And I get stream duration and stream date. Okay, so those are the keys. All right, let's not change it. That's fine. And what did I call it? I called it meta key. So down here, I can just change this to meta key. I'm going new key. All right, so that should work. So let's see. Those tuples are super handy. It took me a while to get my head around it, but I find them to be very, very handy in a bunch of cases. So what was that? Oh yeah, yep. Meta key needs to go here. I think I need it from attributes. Yeah, okay, so meta key. All right, so let's reload. Get rid of this, update this. Boom. Stream duration, steam date. Why is that not updating? What the absolute deuce is going on? Oh, wait. Inspect. I want to see, does it have proper keys? It doesn't have the value. What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. What the deuce? Yeah, it doesn't have any value. That's why it doesn't have any value. Let's put in ACF meta, and we'll map those in there. And just see, because I don't think there's any values for those set right now. So I think, what the deuce? I don't need the value. It doesn't need the value. Who keeps doing that? What the deuce? Thanks, friends. Okay, so I think what I actually need to do here, because I don't care what the value is, the label is going to be the key, but the value is also going to be the key, because that's what I have to save, is the name of the meta that I want to display. So I don't care what the value is. The value will be pulled out by PHP. So I think that is my problem, which is how you say problem in Canada. All right, so okay, let's switch this back to native meta. Now to select native meta. This is fun. Okay, we got this. Stream date, stream duration, stream date, stream duration. Okay, that seems to work. Okay, so now we're gonna need to display this stuff depending on what this is. So maybe I can do something like this. Because we have two values, I think I can do a ternary. I could say meta type and meta type. Oh God, meta type is equal to native, right? Oh, come on, man. Then we can do native meta. Otherwise, I want to pass ACF meta. All right, so this should change based on what that meta is doing. I'm just gonna refresh this. keeps wanting me to update it. So I click this and I go native, switch to ACF. I have custom. Okay, switch back to native. I have string duration. Okay. That's cool. I want to try something. I'm going to try something right now. I have this idea. And I think you're going to hate it. Where's my custom field block? So look at this. Look at this. So with these things, we can actually go like this. Set native meta, right? This returns to us a getter and a setter. So what if, let's just see, what if we did something like this? Text control. How do I not have a text control in my snippets thing? I'm gonna add them because I need them. Reference guide, we got components, where'd they go? I got text control again. So, oh, input control. Is that what it's called? Input control? That's just a, no, it's gotta be text control. I can't remember anything. Text control. That's what I want. Text control. That's all I want. This gets a little complicated, but what if we did something like this, where we have, where am I putting that? I don't need this anymore. I also don't need that anymore. Components. I'm gonna put text control in there, right? And then in text control. What's the example I got here? We got label, value, unchanged. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, so we're gonna go, nope. So label is going to be field value. Let's put our thing in here. This, I don't know how robust this is gonna be, but my idea here is, what if we could just change it with yes. Taylor asked this question. The doc site just got a big overhaul, which is fantastic. One thing that it has is the copy and paste button, which is like the best thing that has ever happened to us. And you see muscle memory has me doing this, but you can actually just copy that whole button right there. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, I know, Corey. Your point. Yeah, this is going to be a very naive approach to handling this metadata. Selecting and copying. Yeah, it's a bit of a naive approach, but it might be something that we can maybe build in. Maybe we can get some information about some of the controls. Like, can we get any information? I don't think we get anything out of the registration. Do we get anything? There's nothing about, where am I here? The meta. Yeah, there's nothing about the meta here. I mean, ultimately, this stuff is basically just strings. It's all stored as a string anyways, right? Yeah, you do, sorta. I think you have to. So when I register it, it's basically just the type. But I don't know how we get the type back. I'm not sure if we can get the type about that. But anyhow, so ACF is the same thing. I just want to see if this will work. Just I'm going to play with this and see if it works. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. We'll see. So this is going to be, what's this, field value, right? We'll call it that. And then the value is going to be, we need to do a lookup. How are we gonna do this? Okay, cool. So we gotta go, we'll do a bit of this in here. Field value. Whoa, get out of here. So the field. How are we gonna do that? So if it's meta type is native, we're going to need to do something like this. Native, and then I don't know if this is gonna work. Meta key. Get lost, man. Meta key, and then if it'll be ACF meta, and then it'll be meta key. Right? And I won't put that on change there for now. So let's see. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll just see. We'll just see what this does. This might blow up my computer. I don't know. With a little luck, I've ruined everything. So those don't have values. So let's go ACF, custom. Console? Oh, I'm getting some errors there. What is this? Come on now. Oh, okay. That's just the uncontrolled thing. Maybe I just didn't refresh. That seems strange. Is that the correct way to access keys in an object? This is an object, right? ACF date. There should be a field value there, right? Isn't there? Let me just see this. I gotta wrap that in. Curly squigglies there. This is probably a horrible way of doing it, but we'll see. Oh, join my Discord. Yeah, join it. Have fun. Console undefined. Console. Okay, so it's undefined. This is not entirely unsurprising. So let's see. Let's see what meta key is actually saved as. We can do that real quick by just jumping over the code editor. So stream duration, ACF. Oh, okay. That's a bug. Okay, so if I go over here, ACF, custom fields, then I update, I should see. Huh, what, okay. There's a bit of a bug going on here. Right? So that shouldn't be stream duration anymore. That should be this. Should update that meta field. Okay, let's see, on the object. Can I just do this? What is this? Oops. If I go ACF meta and I put it in here and I go custom, this should show me that value, right? What am I doing? Why is this? What are you doing? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you might be right. You might be right. So that shows the value. So that's correct. So strange though, because it's updating, right? Like it's actually updating. Kind of edge case if you want to forge it. Type change. Yeah, well, the problem I'm seeing here though is that this isn't actually saving the appropriate meta field. So if I look at this in the database, like what does it look like in the database? That's not what I'm doing. This is the one I want, and I got my database. So this should posts. I should have. Sorry, you all can't see that at all. I'm gonna go for 149, which is this one. I should have stream duration. That is completely the wrong metadata. Am I just, hold on, am I just doing something really silly? I feel like this is something that's kind of dumb that I'm just missing. But I don't know what it is. Well, that's that ain't it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I need. Wait, is that right? No, something's broken here. that's what's broken. Okay. Okay, get out of here. This needs to go. This needs to go. I have a fundamental error going on here. That needs to be fixed. Okay, cool. So native stream date, switch this stream duration. Okay. Update. Now let's look in here. Code editor, stream duration. That's correct. Okay. Now let's switch her over to. Let's see that. Okay. What am I doing here? We'll set this to ACF, and then we'll set it to custom. I'll update that. And I wonder what's going on here. Still not changing it. Oh, what if? I think. Okay. What if we did? What if we did this? I'm going to create an array. I'm going to spread that to the array, and I'm going to go label. Put another object in here. I wonder. I think there's maybe I need to have something like a choose, like a please select or something. Let's see. I think it's because I'm not selecting. What am I doing wrong here? Nope. I need an array. I need an array. It's still not working. Why is it not working? I need a comma. And then expecting, what am I expecting? Oh God, that's in the wrong place. That's better. Okay, so this is going to give me this, and then it's going to map whatever that stuff is at the bottom. I wonder if that's what it is. If it's this because it doesn't have, because it's only got one value. I don't know. We'll see. Please select. So if I do this, we get custom, we update, and then let's check over here. Visual editor, code editor, custom. Okay, that's okay. I think that did it. Oh yeah, so exactly what you're saying. Yes, perfect. Thank you. I don't know if you can set disabled on it though. Is it possible to set disabled? True. Maybe you can. I didn't. Maybe it just gets passed through. That'd be awesome. Oh no, it's disabling the whole thing. Okay, so we'll do that. And then maybe the other thing that we'll do is we'll set the attribute. So when we change the type, maybe we'll set the meta key. Key, we'll set it to an empty string. Oh, and I gotta wrap this in here again to do one of these. Okay. Maybe that'll make things a little bit simpler. So this is just like UI crap. Okay, so that does this, and then that's prompting me to select. And then I make a selection, and then I update. All right, and I switch back to ACF. It clears it out. I please select one. I think that's what Corey was saying. Once again, Corey, you saved my stream. Thanks. Cool. All right, so that is that. So now, what if I come back and because I'm obsessed with this concept, and put that text. Clip. Oh no, undo. Clipboard text. Control. Do I not have a text control? Oh, come on. I just have to come over here and use that copy paste button and drop it in right there. And I don't need any of that. And I don't need any of this or this or this. Just that or that. All right, that should just give me that. That should just give me. Value is going to be meta key. No. It's going to be something like this. key. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see. We will see if this works, and we're just gonna go log value. Okay, so this is gonna be meta value. Oh, I forgot to add these things. Text domains. All right, let's just see if this works. Just bear with me. I wasn't sure offhand. Select control options. Oh yeah, look at you going to the documentation for this. It's wicked. Okay, so you can actually do it. Why was it disabling everything? Weird. Label. All right. Well, I'll try that again in a second. It was doing weird things, but we'll double check. We'll take a look. Take a looky-loo. And update this. And I don't think I need a console log right now. Grab this. If I go ACF, I select custom. Ah, there's the value. Sweet. Okay, so now I guess in theory, what I should be able to do then is I should be able to call set. Oh, I'm gonna also do a set ACF data. Set ACF data. Meta. Meta. Okay. So I'm gonna, if I come down here and I just come in here, and I'm gonna have to do something like this again. Right. So this is gonna be a function, and in my edit, I think I do this already. I've got like this. This is sort of what I do. Okay. So then, all right. So then my we're gonna go const meta to update meta object to update, because I think what needs to happen here is this is going to just give me the full meta object, right? And so this is here, then it's going to be native meta, otherwise it's going to be ACF meta. There's probably a much simpler way of doing this. And then I'm going to go, oh, you know what? There's an easier way of doing this. I'm going to put this inside of an if statement. If, right, then otherwise we're going to update a completely different set of meta, because we're going to have two functions that we're calling. So we're going to have set native meta, right? And here it's going to get passed basically an object, and we're going to go and we're going to go native meta, and then the value is going to be I think it'll be that, and then the value. That's good. Okay, and then so basically the same thing happens, but it's going to be set ACF meta. Is that what I called it up here? I can't remember. ACF meta, and do that, and then this is going to become ACF meta, and then this is going to become ACF meta as well. Okay, so let's just update this. Going to refresh this. Click on that. So let's, okay, I'm going to switch over to native. I'm going to click stream duration, which is nothing. This is going to be oh, hold on. What just happened there? My typing's not working. Okay, something weird going on there. Let's see, what do we got? A component is changing uncontrolled. Let it cause the value is undefined. To undefined, which should not happen. Okay, that's strange. I would assume I should be seeing that happening. Interesting. Interesting. What's going on? So if I type in here, I'm getting the value. What is not updating that particular thing? So what is... Okay, what am I actually set to here? Is that actually, what am I? I'm set to ACF custom, so I need to do that a different way. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm not sure why this isn't updating. I think maybe I have too much going on in here. I'm gonna look at that block I built and see if I have any explanation. I think that this might be a bit of a fool's errand anyways, because I really like just updating this stuff is not, yeah, so that's right, but it's not getting. What happens if I update? I refresh. Does this get updated? No. Okay. It doesn't. Maybe I just can't write to it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I just can't write to ACF in that way. Let's try the native one, and I'll do stream duration, and it's not updating either. There's something else going on here, I think. What? Text control. Oh, hold on. Set meta, stream date, new date. Spreading meta, okay. Okay, I'm going to hard code this a little bit. So what is this block set to right now? It's set to native and stream date. So I'm going to set native meta. All right, I'm just gonna hard code this stuff for now. And this is going to be stream date. Is that what it is? Stream date? Yeah, stream date. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think you're right, Corey. I think what you're saying is totally right. I just need the meta key because I'm just setting that object directly. You're so smart. Oh. I don't know why you're not streaming. You should be streaming. Because I'm setting it, yeah, I'm not overriding it. I'm setting some other weird value, right? So go ACF, custom. Nope, still not working. Oh God, yes, you're right. I'm sorry, because it's setting meta key directly. I got too tricksy with my code. That's what happens. Okay, let's try this again. Stream date is going to be, there we go. Okay, so if I update this and I go to stream duration, I go back to stream date, switch over to ACF, should be able to hit custom. I should be able to go, this is a new value. Update, refreshing all this. I'd be super, super psyched if this works. It didn't. Oh wait though, but let's go to native and let's go to stream duration and let's go to stream date. That worked. Okay, let's see why that didn't work. I think it doesn't work. My guess is it's not working because it's not like it's not in the basic, like it's not in the meta system. Like I don't know what the mechanism to update this. I don't think is direct, as direct. Right? I'm calling that all right though. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a nice little experiment. So we could do something like we could do something like this. We could say meta type equals native, right? And then we could have it output this, and then just do this for just the native stuff. But again, we don't know what the string is. Like we don't know what the values of these things are. Not panel body. Like if we could do something like this, where if we know that there's some stuff in here that we want to update, then we can just go set native meta like that, right? We could just kind of do it that way, and then we don't actually need this at all. We just do it like that. And we do it like that, and this should native meta value. So we could do something like this, which might be kind of neat. Because, I mean, for the most part, I guess the problem is that text control restricts certain things. So, like, if we can know the type of data it's going to be, then we can kind of mess this up. So, no, I didn't. I just, this stuff just doesn't make sense in a non-native format. So we can add some duration stuff in here now. Like, can I put numbers? Oh, I can put numbers in. All right. So we can now update all this. But if we go back to ACF, we can still retrieve the ACF data, right? So we can still display it. I guess the other thing too is that basically we've got we've got the stream meta down here that we can update, right? So this is a new value, right? So I guess writing isn't really as big of a deal, right? You know what would be cool though is if we just display the value. That'd be interesting. Well, yeah. Anyways, whatever. I'm down a rabbit hole. Cool. So that is that. Now, what's next? What's the next thing? We want to see what's going to be displayed, right? Yeah, I think that's probably the next thing. We'll need to see what's going to be displayed. So we can get the value of that. We can just go something silly just for now. Like this would be what? This would be like meta value. All right, and then in here we can go. How do they access that? It was like something like this. What's that? Like that. All right. So this should just spit it out. I'll put it in like a H2 for now. I don't know how helpful that actually is. It's probably not. But so this should now show us whatever's been displayed. This is a new value. So we have that set, right? Over here, ACI thing just gets rid of it. And then stream duration is that. Stream date is that. So we have our value. So at this point, what are we saying? Of course, maybe for later or a different stream, but something interesting you can do with a block like this is make variations for specific meta instead of being able to choose any meta. Yep, you can do that. You can absolutely register any meta you want using this block. Like it's, yeah. So this block is meant to be very generic. It's meant to be like, I just want to display something somewhere, right? Like, for example, let's put a query loop in, right? So if you put a query loop in, start blank, we'll just do this. We're gonna set it to say stream, right? But what if I want to, like, now we can come in here and in our post template, we can insert our meta box here thing, right? And now we can start saying, oh, I want it to be the stream duration. Now you can see it. Well, it looks like it's the same one for everyone, which is a little bit weird, but it's a little strange. That's interesting. Oh, it's for this. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do this in a different place. Anyway, so the idea, like this block will need to be adjusted because it needs to be, this is just showing this post and it needs to be showing the post that it gets. That's interesting. I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure that out. Anyways, so the idea would be that you could put this into a query loop and it would, oh, you're right. You would have to inherit the post context, wouldn't we? This might not be the best place to do this then. Why don't we, let's see what it would look like if we go into the editor. Parents, editor. We'll go in here. And if we go to say, I've got a archive. So in here, just excuse how messy this is, but if I go and I add a query loop block, and I add it right in there, start blank. I'm just going to do whatever, title and date, right? And now if I come in here, post template, can I add my, where's that thing? Meta block thing. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I know why that's happening. Yeah, because there is no particular post for this. Oh, there's a lot to this. This is fun. Okay. I don't think I need that. Okay, so that's, I have another issue to deal with here. Okay, so this thing. Okay, so there's like a couple of states to this. Interesting. Okay, I'm clearly not going to get this all built in one stream, but that's cool. Okay. Okay, let's take it back a notch. Let's take it back to here, and we'll deal with the query loop issue later because there's a lot more to that. You can detect if you're in a query context if you use the query ID context. What are you talking about? That's me. Okay, cool. Query. Sorry, where am I? Okay, yeah. So I guess at this point we can. It's all about use context. Yeah. And block that JSON, of course. Cool. All right, let's look at block. Where's where am I here? I need context. Find context. Provides context. No. Is it uses context? I think it's the next one. Context. Block context documentation. Okay, defining. Okay. Right, so we use a context in our block to get the query ID. That's what you're getting at. That makes sense. So if we come in here, this is clearly not the right one because this is going to use the context of what is it going to be? The query loop, I guess. Query ID post ID post type. Okay, let's put that in. So query ID post ID and post type, something like that. That's what you're saying. So so this is the stuff that I'm going to need to use in a query loop, right? And Oh, and you know what the other thing too is? I think I'm actually just, am I just retrieving it from, anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. Cool. Find if I get in here and supposed to having to get the menu with use select. That is a fun fact, one I was not aware of. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. So how do I get context? I've used context in forever. So how do I get my context out? Edit. Oh, it's just context. Okay. So I should just have a context attribute in here. Context. Now if I console.log my context, I clearly need to do a lot more projects like this. It's been a while since I've done some really cool like deeper level custom blocks. I'm learning so much here. Typo police. You're in your what? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to be accurate about it. I don't know why I thought that was just a single string, but it was not. All right, so let's see what we got here. Did I put an H2? Oh, I did. I'm gonna take this off here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just fixing a nesting error. Okay, so what am I doing here now? I'm all confused. What is the problem? Is this not building? What is going on here? All else fails, just change the tag. All right, let's see what's going on here. Something's not right here. Something. Did my build stop? Oh, that could do it. There we go. Let's start that again. Okay. There we go. So I got post type and Twitch streams. Okay, that's cool. So what happened? What'll happen if I come over here now? I come in here. I'll probably just break. Actually, let's just see. All right. What? I don't know what's going on. Okay, automatic component. This is just breaking like crazy. Okay, let's not worry about this right now. So this is interesting. So if I use, so I don't see query ID, but maybe that's because there's no query ID in here. Maybe. So let's add a query loop and see what happens. Query loop. I'm gonna go start blank. Gonna grab that, and then I'm just gonna insert into my query loop a display meta value. There we go. So it's actually displaying the query ID, post ID. This is well. Cool. So that's working because it's working. So we got oh wait, is it working? What am I setting my post to? Hold on, maybe I'm not setting my post to it. I got too many windows open. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm just gonna see what this does. And I'm gonna switch this to my query loop, block, query loop. We're gonna set it to stream. And, okay. This should be showing. Oh wait. Oh right. Stream. I wonder if I go ACF and I select this. It's showing the same thing every time. So there's still something I have to work out there. That's for sure. This has got to be based on the post that is showing. Excuse me. So maybe I need to look what you're saying to the post title block and see what that's doing it. Let's just click on the old post title block here and zoom in. And useEntityProp, post type, post ID. Ah, okay. I think that's the thing I was missing. I think I need to put the post ID at the end. So I'm going to do that. Let's put this in right. I should have, wait, hold on. So always going to be a post ID. Let's put those in. Let's do this exact thing. And then if I put the post ID at the end of this, right? And then also at the end of this, this should, I think, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So if I'm just going to update this. So now I'm hoping that what happens is I set the value, like I set the meta that I want to display here, and then whoa. Oh, something. Ooh, okay. So there's a post type has already been declared. So where am I getting post type? Okay, I don't think I need that. I'm just going to do this. That's the problem. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's because I was doubly declaring the post type. Oh, still no error. Still an error. We'll get there. We're getting there. Context is not defined. Edit on 32. Oh God, you know, I'm my own worst enemy with this. I'm like, this is just all. Let's try it again. Owen Codes, welcome to my stream. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we're in here. Look, we got, this is a new value. This is the meta value, right? So this is just showing. I wonder what happens if I change this to native and I go stream duration. Oh, it does it for all of them. Oh, of course it does. This is just looping. That's so cool. All right, so that's pretty awesome. So what happens if I go? Okay, that's wicked cool. Mission accomplished, completed. Basically, thanks to you, Corey. Thanks so much for that tip on sharing the context. That's really, really, really cool. Yeah, that's super awesome. So anyhow, okay, so that is that. So what I'm gonna delete this query loop now, and I guess the only other thing now is like, so we display meta, right? We've got our meta value. You know, if we want to, whatever, let's show ACF. We have it available to us. We'll show the custom one that goes in there. Now on the front end, we're still not doing anything, right? Like, so this is still showing this. So I mean, you know, super simple. We can come into our template, wherever that is right here. We can get our attributes, and we can go. We should just have attribute, not bar dump. We should have attributes. Oh my sweet Lord, attributes here available to us, and do that. And then we should see we have our meta key and custom. So I think we should just be able to, in a super high level, we could go, what is it? Get post meta. Wait a minute, this isn't going to work for ACF, is it? What's the ACF version? Like get post meta. Should just be a post ID, right? Get field. All right. So anyway, so we'll have to just, yeah. So that's what the post. ID equals, what is it, get post ID? What? Get ID? I can't remember. What do you call get post? No. Get post maybe? Just get post. And then it should be like post ID. God, it's been this long since I've written PHP like that. So is that even a thing? Get post meta, and then we'll go like this. We'll go attributes. We'll go meta key, right? Meta key. And we say true. Just get a single one. Is that right? The post. Probably just globalize post, but whatever. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. And oh, what do I have it set to? I have it set to ACF, so it's gonna break. It's gonna break. So we'll say, what we'll say, get field. Is that what it is? Get field, like this. It's basically it's the same thing, right? Is that? Yeah, I think it is. You're probably right. Probably just do that. Why are you giving me the griefs? So that should be what we're looking for. Oh, what? That post was. Where did? Oh, I need that. Oh, I have to echo it. I'll get there. I'll get there. Bear with me. I will get there. Pass ID is the second parameter. So I just, what do I pass? That? Is that it? Just tell me how you know what? I can just look it up. Documentation. We'll go get field, right? Get field. It takes selector. Okay, and post it. Okay, so just that, basically, is what I'm looking at here. This is the new value. Okay, cool. You know what? That's an interesting thing, Corey. But because I just had a conversation about like escaping this, because PHPCS is screaming at me to do it. But my good friend Greg told me that all output from blocks are automatically sanitized. So I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't do this, but it's kind of an interesting concept there. So, I mean, yeah, we should definitely, you should always sanitize. It's just, you know, the whole late escaping thing is the way to go, right? So in here again, I guess what we could do is you could have like if, what was it? Attributes meta type is equal to ACF. Oh, yeah, of course. Yoda thing's gonna be bugging me here in a minute. All right, you can do something like that. What is it? Else if. Oh, let's do else. Oh, this doesn't need to be PHP. How painful is it on a scale of 1 to 10 watching me write this right now? Be honest. So we get post meta. It'll be post what ID? Do I have to globalize it? I don't remember. We'll find out. We'll find out when it fails horribly. True. So this is like the most simple version of this, right? No problem there. So let's come over here and we'll set it to native. We'll set it to string duration, which is that ridiculous length. And we'll refresh that. Oh, didn't work. Okay. Just like global post. Yeah, that's what I have to do. Cool. All right. All right. So I'm gonna probably end the stream because I'm a little bit over, but I feel like it's in a good spot in the sense of like now we can pull these things out. We can do this. Actually, let's check something first. Let's. I want to go back into my custom fields. Oh, yeah, sure. I update this. Custom fields, field groups. If I go into my stream meta and I add another field, I guess let's add a field. Something a little bit different. I don't know. URL, and this will be URL, and it'll be www.google.ca because we're in Canada. Deal with it. Let's save changes. All right, so we have these two things. So if we come back over to my streams now, and I edit this, and I click that, and I go custom URL. Okay. Now, I guess I'd really love to understand if we knew anything about, like, if there's a way to figure out any information about these particular fields. Like they're just putting these fields in, right? Yeah. So anyhow, I think I'm going to call it, but hopefully it's been fun and not just painful watching me do this, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, there's that. This is the value. Okay, cool. So I think maybe the thing I need to like look at too is maybe some more complicated fields. Like what's a super complicated field? Well, relational. Let's do something like that. Related, right? And let's do that. I wonder what that's going to show up as. So if I look in here, sorry, here. So related is null. Okay. Where did I go here? I'm going to just edit this. This is just me playing around now at this point. Related, it's going to. Oh, I see. Let's try that. Update. That's interesting. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so if I refresh this now, I got a single related field. Oh, right, because it need. Okay. Okay. Well, this is kind of neat. It definitely needs there's some work that I need to do in this. So what is this? Relationship. Okay, let's do that. And yeah, sure, we'll save that. Related value is 80. That's clearly not helpful, but update that over here. Huh? Did that change the? Oh, it's an array. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So some of that stuff's not going to be. Yeah, I know. I put it. I should probably. Is it in here? I'll probably do the presentation, whatever the normal, I guess. So there we go. So this is the sort of thing that would be very cool as a block. So I guess I need to do a bit of digging maybe for the next stream to see how, see if it's possible to get information about these things out. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that, because it would be very cool to be able to display all this stuff in a block. Like, simple values are easy, but not like that's not going to get us very far. If you just want to display a string somewhere, then that, you know, we're basically done at this point. But if you want to display stuff that's more complicated or get it inside of a query loop or something, then maybe not. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you all. And yeah, if you want to see more stuff, you can add an issue on my repo there. Oh my god, it kind of doubled up there. That's where that stuff lives. And feel free to open issues for stream topics and everything. And otherwise, I think I'm going to let everyone go. But cheers. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you all. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content about Gutenberg and WordPress development.